right now I am in Ada. I'm in Ada, Michigan. And this is a problem not only in Michigan, but throughout the country. Oriental bittersweet. So the reason I'm talking about it today is because this is what it will do to your trees. This is what I thought was a healthy, happy tree that had some bittersweet on it. And I just got done clearing this land. The goats came in and cleared this. Charlie, can you get a whole kind of a scan of what over here? And then, so this was all Oriental bittersweet. It's a vine. And what it does is it chokes trees out. It's not like a poison ivy vine. It's not like a Virginia creeper. They typically just grow straight up. They're not great for the trees. They can remove the bark after time, but overall, the world keeps on turning for everybody in the forest. Oriental bittersweet, however, if you can see how it is wrapped, can you get a close-up on this, Charlie? If you can see how it's wrapped this tree, that is what it has done to every single branch on the tree. Now, originally, and it will coil absolutely everything. So to the point that it chokes it out. And when you think of vines or any plant in general, whatever they're doing above ground, you can assume that they're doing something similar below ground as well. So it's doing this to the roots, it's doing it to every tree or every branch until the tree just can't survive. So this tree looked just like those. And I got up there and I ripped out all the vines that were on it, the Oriental bittersweet, and I think those guys look like, I'm not sure about that one, but 2 of the 3 of them look like they're gonna make it. This guy I thought was in the same boat, and I clipped it to kind of untwist it, and I barely put any weight on it, and it came out of the ground. It tipped over because it's dead. What's really unfortunate is it will do this to the biggest trees you have. It will do this to any tree, any shrub. It will take over, and it grows so quickly. Some that the goats didn't get here. It has these round leaves. It's an invasive species. It's out of the Orient, hence Oriental bittersweet. And it will grow like straight up a tree, and then it will grow out into the branches until it connects with other trees and take over those. And it does have these little pokey, I don't know if you can see those on there, these guys, little pokey barbs, which are fun. So be careful when you yank it out, which brings me to my next point. Yanking it out is next to impossible. It is very strong, very hardy, and because it coils, it's not like a quick, like you're just gonna yank it, it's in a straight line up. It's going to coil into the ground around the root system of whatever plant it's grabbed onto. So the best way to kill it, I don't love the use of herbicide. I try to use it only in life or death situations. I would consider this a life or death situation when it means that either trees die or the Oriental bittersweet dies. But it's using herbicide. And there's so many different options out there. The one that I've used and I found the most luck with, and the product that you will find experienced arborists recommending. Now, disclaimer, I am not a herbologist. I am not a anythingologist, plantologist. I'm not a chemical, nothing. I'm not a licensed, certified pesticide applicator. I'm just a girl that really hates poison ivy and has been killing it for a really long time. My degrees are in business. However, through my experience and my research, and my own, like I said, the best thing I can offer, which is my experience, I would recommend using trichlor. The best one that you're gonna find over the counter at a big box store would be, or just as a average Joe, is going to be Crossbow. You can pick it up at Home Depot. I want to say it's like 24 bucks a quart. It will last you a really long time. The way that I have found killing bittersweet the most effective way, I hate using herbicide in general, so I don't like the idea of soaking the plant, because here's the deal: if you miss one leaf, that one tiny leaf or one branch is going to come back, and in the meantime, you are going to, the problem is, because it's so twisted around your other plants or your tree, you're gonna kill the tree. You're gonna kill whatever's behind it. You don't wanna do that. So what I recommend, can you get over here, Charlie? So this is a bittersweet vine. This is one that you can see over here, it is still, I've cut it loose. And I will need to climb this tree to get it out because it's so twisted. And what I will do is I would cut this off right here. I would do it close to the ground to save yourself some risk of tripping. And I would cut this off. You can use whatever. I use my loppers, my great, I call them my Cindy loppers. I'm a big fan of this brand, the Friskars. Their tag is off and I covered it with duct tape, but I get these two at Home Depot. You got a ton of them. I chop it off thick as you can. Down here, if you're going to use it, you probably want to use some kind of a chainsaw or a sawzall, or not sawzall, hacksaw. Chop this off, and then right away, before you even rip the vine down, right away when that wound is fresh, take your concentrate. You can either put it in a spray bottle. Kenny, don't pick on your sister. Oh, he's being such a bully. Look at him. Hey. Move it. They're tied. Hazel, don't put up with that. Kenny, quit it. Be nice. Little lovies. Hazel's he picking on you? Okay. Right when that wound is fresh, I'm going to take your concentrate. In this application, you're not going to dilute it. What I would do, I'll just go pick her up and hold her. Hey, what are you doing? Here, Hazel. My idiot goat. Okay, Hazel wants to be in the video anyway. She loves bittersweet, don't we? There you go, Missy. And what I would do with that crossbow is not dilute it. You're going to make sure that you're wearing gloves and eye protection because it is a very strong toxic chemical. Do not get it in your eyes. It can blind you. And you can either dab it on a cotton ball, something that's disposable. You can, or put it in a tiny disposable spray bottle. And I wouldn't recommend pouring it because you're just going to use too much. But just dab it on that wound. And then it's going to take a little bit longer because it's triclophor. It will take 10 to 14 days, but it will systemically kill that entire vine. If it's a normal vine. If it's bittersweet, which is the devil, you're probably still going to you might have to go back for a second application. But that has been my best way of getting rid of it, besides little loves like Hazel here helping me out. But it doesn't matter how much of this they eat away. It's going to continue to come back over and over again. But bittersweet, get rid of it. There's nothing sweet about it. I think that's a terrible name. It should just be called bitter death. And round leaves. I will put some links below with some more information. Or if you want me to come take care of your bittersweet, you can schedule an appointment with me or Hazel at thatpoisonivychick.com. If you have questions, drop me a comment. Otherwise, if you haven't liked our video or liked my page, please do so. My name's Andrea, and I'm That Poison Ivy Chick. Take care.